JV, welcome to the show, mate. Give me your thoughts on the performance, the game. Do you feel hard done by? Are you angry? What's going through your head right now? You're actually on mute, by the way, as well. Just I'll mute that.
Right. Yeah, you know what I feel like, bro? I honestly feel like Ollie's had his 3 months off, yeah. And he should have been able to come up with something with a plan. And I honestly feel like he's not. That was a miss. Those 3 months, what he's had, is a big missed opportunity for us. We should. There's no way that we should be still having that same problem of not being able to break down someone like Spurs in the first half. And I still don't understand why he brings on Pogba at 59 minutes. He knew we needed him on at halftime. You know what I mean? So for me, I honestly think that result there is down to Ollie. Like you said, it feels like a loss. I honestly feel like I actually said the same thing, like what you just said. You know, when you referred to it as a loss. Yeah. I said I can't believe we lost that. So I actually said that after, and I said, "Oh, you've not even lost."
Yeah, you know what? I always look at games from a hindsight point of view rather than judging the beginning. Dan James, ineffective. I thought Martial was awful in that first half, as an example. Scotty Mac and Fred, they're good players, but Spurs weren't attacking. And this is where I wanted Ollie to make a change. This felt like one of those games where, like a peak Jose would have made a change after 30 minutes.
Yes. You know what? I said that because he's got the extra subs.
Yeah, it would have been made more sense to do. And do you know, the bit that's disappointing in this, and everyone's going to have different... Look, Maguire's mistake annoys me and upsets me because aside from that mistake, he had a brilliant game. It's so frustrating. He was brilliant in every other aspect. De Gea, the question's got to be asked about his future because that is a simple save. And in the cold light of day, like in the second half, once we'll get on to Pogba in a minute, we ripped them apart. You know, we had so many openings and opportunities, but we've been undone. And it's only the third goal we've conceded since in 12 games. But it's mistakes. And it's frustrating that happened. On Paul Pogba, I want to focus on Paul Pogba for a minute. Is this one of those games where we have to just pin up and say to rival fans, you speak about him not impacting a game. The second he came on, Spurs looked rattled.
Yeah, it shows with Mourinho. He literally took off 2 wingers and brought on 2 centre midfielders. Do you get what I mean? So Mourinho can say all he says about Pogba in the past, but the minute this guy comes on the pitch, you change your whole formation. You bring on 2 central midfielders to counter him being on that pitch. So all your problems, what you had with him, Mourinho, you've just shown everyone tonight, everyone who's got half a brain, how good you know how good Pogba really is, because you've literally just changed your whole outlay, your whole tactics for the whole match the minute he stepped on. And then look at the impact he had. That he made everyone play better. But this is where it comes back to Wally for me again. Why not do that from the start? Do you know what I mean? Or like you said, even
No, I get that. I think for me, look, I want to wait to what Ollie's got to say. Maybe it's maybe they've been told by the doctors 30 minutes, 50 minutes, you've got to build him back up. Maybe that's it. There's going to be a lot of football in a short space of time. We get the draw though, and I think we warranted the draw. We were the dominant team. We 62% of the ball. We had the most amount of shots, and in the end, I did feel though what we were lacking today overall at times was just that clinical edge, and maybe that's because everyone's rusty. And I said I don't want to lose my head because I said that I think we're going to be brilliant when we come back. But I also said at the same time it's going to take 1 or 2 games for us to kind of find our feet. But for me, if we're playing against teams that are going to have a low block on, I don't want to see Dan James starting, and I don't want to see Fred and McTominay starting in the middle if we've got Paul Pogba available, because if Pogba's fit by the next game, he has got to be starting, because him and Bruno together, there was some majestic moments. That half volley pass from Pogba that put Rashford in. And if it weren't for the fact that Sanchez, at first I thought Rashford's touch was wrong. No, it's just that Sanchez has got blistering pace and caught it out. It was excellent. But in terms of, are there encouragements from this though? Can you see the next few games against easier opposition, Bruno, Pogba? Can you see us, picking up some good amount of points in the next few games?
Definitely. Next few games, like you said, I think Dan James, I think he's one of them as well where he might have that was his chance to shine really. For me now, Greenwood's got to start the next game.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Greenwood's got to start the next game. Pogba's got to play with Bruno. There's no excuse now. Even if you start Bruno, I would have rather you start Pogba the next game. If he's not fit, start Pogba the next game. Give him 60 minutes. He'll probably do enough in that 60 minutes to win the game. That would make more sense to me. Do you
mate,
get what I mean?
Totally get that. JV, thanks for coming on, mate. We'll chat to you again soon, my bro. Top man.
Easy,
Thank
bro.
you.